Yeah, Keith, that was an interesting video about cosmic energy in Legends. That's something that always fascinates me. And I think I've said this before. Excuse me, fighting off the flu here. Trying to hold out for that session tonight, man. I'm trying. uh, I'll be taking some stuff for it. But anyway, sorry, getting sidetracked. That's something that always I said it before. Something that really fascinates me about real world is always the manifestations of people's like life energy, like their soul force, their ki, whatever you want to call it, uh, and just the different ways it expresses itself. It's something I've always been personally interested in across different games and even in my own games, like just coming up with different ways for it to kind of express, to having different properties, different appearances, and cosmic is certainly one of those everything things. Like inside of Generations, Zeratul had cosmic energy, and I couldn't begin to even fathom how to harness it. It was one of those things where only in my most desperate and dire moments would it sometimes work, would it sometimes do something for me, and it was like I only accessed the healing side of it because Alex was that was the side like that when I mimic it. Like apparently there's different sides. Like I think Stargazer was the destructive side of cosmic energy, and he probably had healing too and stuff like that. But Alex like was like able to really tap into the healing aspect of cosmic energy, and it was everything. Like from what we've heard talking to about the NPCs and everything like that. Like in Generations, cosmic is very much everything to the point where I could say so I could basically call it out. I could call out this cosmic energy, and it would just kind of flood around me. And that was kind of like it was what's one of those animals that do it, like one of those lizards that like furrow out their that like skin on their neck to scare off predators, like making them thinking they're much bigger and much badder than they are. Like that was Zeratul. Like that was Zeratul and cosmic energy was. He couldn't use it or anything like that, but someone wanted to talk harsh, and the immediate thing wasn't to run away. DM, I bring out my cosmic energy. Whoa, hold on a second here. I didn't realize you were a cosmic Celetrian or anything like that. Like, yeah, now you know. I wasn't a cosmic Celetrian. If the ruse didn't work, then I had to run anyway. But sometimes it was enough. And that was one of those things where that kind of told me, at least I inferred from it, like that cosmic energy is everything inside of Generations. Like I never saw, like I saw demons, I saw Saiyans, I saw everything like that. I never saw someone be like, "Whoa, hold up, I don't want to fight that guy." Usually, you run an NPC and then you cross him or something like that. He's ready. He's got those hands up already. Like he's ready to pop you. But seeing an NPC stop and hesitate a minute, like, "Whoa, hold on a second here. I didn't realize you were cosmic." Was like that to me was an unknown, something that I had yet to experience inside of real world. NPC showing hesitation because they might get beat or something like that. Usually NPCs are full and all in, ready to take you down a notch. Uh, so yeah, that was kind of my experience with cosmic energy. Um, I knew like Tymir said, I knew very little about it. Like when I would do like the self exploratory things, trying to figure out how to harness, like because that was my big thing. Now this is something in retrospect I realize I probably messed up as Zeratul was I was not the cosmic energy thing was not what I was good at. Like I was the psychic, I think, and I was supposed to take on the other psychic. But I spent all my time trying to make cosmic energy better because I figured, like, you know what, cosmic energy is everything. Like people respect that, but people can care less about the psychic abilities. So I probably should have spent my time uh, training up my psychic abilities more than trying to understand this cosmic energy. But I thought it would be like this big breakthrough, like where if I could do it, like maybe we'd stand a chance having two cosmic beings on our side as opposed to just Alex. From what I gather, cosmic beings are very rare. Like I don't know, I haven't seen or heard of any other ones other than Alex and Stargazer. Uh, and I think they may even mention like that it's not that common. Um, But yeah, that was the thing. Like as far as understanding it went, like I think I'd said something along the lines of when I tried to like understand it internally to be able to use it, to harness it, to like tap into its power, because it was like it was something that was there. It was very easy to bring out, but it was insanely difficult to harness. Like the DM had basically explained, like it feels like the complexity involved in harnessing this may take you lifetimes. And what's it called? Protoss lifetimes are already pretty long. Like I don't know how long Celentrians were, but like I ever tell like explaining to the DM when we made the character, like I carried over some stuff from what the Protoss were in Fake World, and it was just like yeah, like their lifespans are actually pretty long. So it's like no, I think you could be. I want to say like I want to say 1,000 years. Maybe it wasn't that long in real world. I can't remember because like, I know the DM made some changes and stuff like that, but it definitely wasn't one of those 75 to 100 year human things. So it's like lifetimes in that regard. It's like, geez, you know, that's kind of discouraging to say that. So it's like I don't know if you have to be born with cosmic energy or you have to have one because like that was even the thing. Like we had Alex there and Alex couldn't tell me how to use it, which was or maybe he wouldn't tell me how to use it. I don't know. But yeah, like we had, it wasn't like I was out there on my own trying to figure out cosmic energy. It's like, no, I was there with a cosmic being who I think maybe it was Alex that told me that it would take you lifetimes to figure out how to understand it. It's like, wow, thanks, man. Thanks for the help. Used to like Alex. Now I think Alex is a jerk all of a sudden. But like I think that might speak to the complexity of cosmic energy, or at least the hurdle to overcome. Like the fact that I was able to channel it a couple times, like that was the thing that got me. It was like um, I was able to use it once or twice to like restore somebody, and uh, like from practically death, if I remember. But yeah, like it wasn't there for me when I needed it all the time. It wasn't something, and it's like I would try to tap like because I was like I was thinking of it like a Saiyan would think of energy is like tap into that moment where you desperately needed it. Like try to like mimic that scenario. Now you obviously can't like fake it, but like there was plenty of times where he desperately needed it, and the cosmic energy didn't help him at all. But yeah. It was horribly unreliable, but it was outwardly powerful, and from going from what Alex and Stargazer were, it was also like very powerful in its own right. Like it was enough to scare some people away. So it's like in that regard, it was effective. It was like the big stick thing where it's like my stick's bigger than your stick, so you better run away. Even though I could barely lift the thing and definitely couldn't throw it at you or hit you with it. Um, always kind of like I said that's like I know I say it all the time like that. It's like if something ever happens to Cass, which I hope it doesn't, it's like I'm probably going to go back, roll off that Celentrian character, get me some cosmic energy, and go out there and see what's going on with all the fuss. But it's definitely like I said, in Drew's game, it was very much more. It was well, in Drew's game, it was like Drew had an issue with like power scaling at the upper levels, but like it was also very much one of those everything type powers. Uh, it it like just it operated like on the Silver Surfer level thing, where a lot of other people were like on the X-Men. Maybe even Green, like well, Green Lantern could be up there, but like I was trying to think of like a comic equivalent, like where a lot of other characters were at. Like I guess like Omega level X-Men would be kind of like your Reign type characters, whereas like Cosmic was elite above it. But then like it had a lot of inconsistencies. But yeah, like Cosmic is pretty consistently across games, very, very interesting and very powerful in what it can do. Like I think the best one, who was is it? I think it's Tymir's character in uh, Kari's game has like the cosmic energy that like cause like the frictional surface. Like that to me has probably been the most interesting manifestation of cosmic energy. Hearing about that to a certain extent, like I know it does a lot more than that, but like as far as its application goes, like in Generations, I only ever used it to heal. Apparently, Stargazer can create galaxies with it. He can, fire destructive blasts and stuff. But it's like that, the creation side of things, like that's very interesting. but like as far as like I'll say like practical application in combat goes, like I've seen it used very standardly, whereas that like the whole frictionless thing, like altering the physics of the world like that, like that's something that's very unique. So whether, shout out to either Timir that came up with it, or the DM that basically allowed that application, or provided that application of the power. And if it was the DM, that kind of explains why I voted that game the best game. All right, yes, that's Cosmic Energy. I said Keith was talking about it. Like I said, I don't know anything about the different levels and generations, um, but it was definitely interesting to hear, and it got me thinking about it. So I figured I should put out a little real world content.